is up? Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Back here with some more AstroBot, and I do want to say this for everyone on the channel. I am going to get to my space survival horror video eventually, and I would love to make it. But unfortunately, Sony just cannot stay out of the damn news for all the wrong reasons. I wouldn't mind if it was for good reasons, but as you can probably already tell by the title, no, it is not good reasons. As Sony, it has been a roller coaster ride for them in the last few weeks. I mean, you just had the Concord epic disaster. Then you released the excellent game in AstroBot. As I said before, if you haven't got AstroBot and you do happen to own a PS5, pick up this game. This game is awesome. But just as much as they do something good, they gotta offset it completely with the news of the PS5 Pro in terms of how much it cost. And boy, is it news, and not good news. Do you guys remember when the PS3 was first revealed and unveiled at that E3, the infamous one where they talked about the $599 American US dollars? Well, we have officially surpassed that point, because now we are talking about $700 for the digital version, and if you want the disc up drive, you have to pay $800. Where do I even begin with how insane this sounds? But I know there's going to be a few, you know what I'm talking about, those few console people, console wars, whatever you want to tell them as. They're going to say, oh, well, you know what, this is going to be great, it's going to be good, they've increased. Guys, I don't care what they've increased. There is no reason any console should cost $600 plus, let alone $700, $800. And by the way, count yourself lucky if you live in the States, because if you live elsewhere, it's even worse. If you go over in Europe, if you convert the euros to US dollars, the digital version is just shy of $900. And if you get the disc upgrade, it's going to cost over $1,000. And it's even more ludicrous if you go over to Australia. So yeah, it just gets worse and worse. And the crazy part is that normally when consoles come out after a few years, the price decreases. Well, if you've noticed in a few spots over the world, the prices of consoles for the PS5 is slowly starting to go up over the world, as well as they're even raising the controller prices. It seems like everything is going increase in price, but not decrease. And understanding how the cost of living is not very good in today's world, oh yeah, people definitely want to drop, $700 plus regardless of where you bought the thing or which version you're getting at. Yeah, people definitely want to be doing that. This is so tone deaf, it's not even funny. I mean, how in the world can they sit there with a straight face and justify it? Well, I'll tell you exactly how they can justify it, because these are, once again, I know in my last video some people were saying, oh, you don't understand Sony business. Trust me, I bet you understand a lot more than you think. And I'll tell you this right now, and it doesn't take a business expert to figure this out. The people that run things over at Sony, they are not gamers. They're not people that care about games. They're not people that care about good product. What they care about is filling their wallets. The CEOs, the head honchos, the people in charge of things, filling their wallets with their own personal money at any cost necessary. They don't give a damn about whether it makes sense, whether it pisses you off, as long as they can chase trends, do terrible business practices. As long as they're getting paid, that's all that matters. And if half the place has got to get laid off or put back to sleep, then they don't really give a damn. As long as they're getting paid, that's all that matters. Because one thing I've learned, a little life lesson for you learn this as you get older. When I was young, I used to think the people in charge, they must know what they're doing, because why would they be in charge, right? Well, I learned as I got older that is not the case at all. 9 times out of 10, the people in charge, they're not in charge because they know what they're doing. They're in charge just because they happen to be in the right place, right time, got lucky, and they basically have no clue what they're doing. And they're basically just leeching off the money until they're eventually, business goes out of business itself, or they step down, but not before they get a huge bonus of millions, if not being billionaires by the time they're done. And at that point, all the people get laid off underneath the company, everyone else suffers, but they're never going to suffer. They're going to get paid the big bucks, and that's the problem right there. And see, the people that know what they're doing for a company usually are the people at the bottom, the foundation, because they're the people busting their ass, working hard to make things work. And They are the first people that will be let go, first people to be kicked to the curb, because as long as the CEOs, the executives make money, they don't care who they got to cut off. They will cut off their own family members, let alone you guys, if it caused them to make an increased revenue of 1% for themselves. And they just don't care. They don't give a damn, and this whole PS5 Pro screams it. The only possible way, as I read one of the comments talking about this, the only way I could possibly even remotely justify this price is if you told me the entire PlayStation catalog from the PS1, 2, 3, 4, 5 was completely playable. All complete backwards compatibility. That's maybe the only thing I could possibly justify in this price. That's it. And we know damn well Sony's never going to do that, because they'll sell you basically a whole service so you can stream all, or most, not even most of it, just some of the old games until they take them away forever, because this is how it is. You know, as I said, they don't care about you. They just want your money no matter what nefarious way they got to get it in. But at the end of the day, guys, once again, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I don't give a damn about the piece of plastic or the, you know, the whole big company behind it, you know, the Sonys and stuff like that. I care about the game franchises, because at the end of the day, I just want to play fun, entertaining games. And these practices put that stuff in danger, because it makes me worried for the future of these games, because I don't know and see how people can possibly think this is going to maintain itself and be a good idea. I mean, nobody here wants to be dropping $700-800 just to pay on a piece of plastic, because at that point you might as well get a gaming PC. So you know what, Sony might force me at one point, as I'm not a gaming PC expert. I know I'm a dummy when it comes to technology and stuff like that. I'm simple, old-fashioned. They might force me to actually just learn how to do gaming PC and stuff like that and build one, because at that point, if you're going to drop that money, you might as well. And not to mention, the PC is going to be a lot better than the PlayStation ever could hope to perform and do things. Not to mention, I wouldn't have to at least pay for online stuff, and I get things a lot more on sale, so there's so many more benefits. And that's the thing. And once again, they're just repeating the same mistake they did with the PS3 when it first launched. Like, you're not going to be a supercomputer. You'll never be a supercomputer. That's not something you can ever hope to achieve. Just give it up, because no one's going to be spending all that money for this whole thing. Like, it's just dumb. I mean, who is honestly reading this saying, like, you know, oh, I want to get this right now, right out of the get-go? No, nobody is. Nobody wants to get this out of the get-go. They just hear it and they're laughing. And the funniest part is, and it's rumored, but it would be hilarious, is it's rumored that the Switch 2 might possibly be making a reveal later this month. Just imagine they just revealed that, and people have been estimating, you know, maybe like $400 or something like that for a price point. Just imagine if they just drop it like that, and they have, like, you know, full backwards compatibility. I'm just kidding. I don't know what specs they're gonna have, and that's it. And it once again, it's just reminiscent of the PS3. You know, if you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it. Like, I remember when the PS3 first came out, you know, people were saying, hey, you can buy a Wii and a 360 for the price of a $600 PS3, and now here we go, we got this. And the thing about that is, this is even more egregious than that, because at least that was a new console. This isn't a new console, this is an add-on to an already existing one. Not to mention, you know, people have been saying it for a while, like, hey, you know, where are the games? And once again, I'm not one of those guys. There are games on the PS5, but once again, not probably as many as there should be. There's, you know, a lot of these games you can play on other systems as well as older PlayStation systems. So it's like, what is even the point? Like, what are you getting for all that money? Nothing that's worth a damn. And I'm not one of these people that sits there and, you know, because they'll say, oh, well, it's improvement on these graphical things and, you know, et cetera, and GPU. It's like, guys, I'm old-fashioned. I don't understand half of that crap. I just want to play the damn game, okay? And I'm not going to be sitting up here putting screens next to each other, comparing every living streak of hair and fabrical on a person's skin just to see which one's better, because I don't care, because a fun game's a fun game. I don't give a crap about any of that stuff. I just want to play the damn game. And I'm not going to be dropping basically payment for rent or a car to play a game when I can get cheaper consoles and have way more fun. Like, this is so stupid. How is this? Who is going to be buying this? And so my honest opinion, if you are possibly thinking about getting this, just wait, guys. There's no rush to getting this. You should not be buying this, wasting your money, wasting your time doing this. At the end of the day, this thing is going to have to drop in price eventually. Don't be running out of the gate. There's no reason for doing this, okay? There's no reason. If you do this, it's basically giving them exactly what they want, money, no matter how stupid it sounds. And they don't deserve that money because this is just dumb. Sony, as I said before, I've been around Sony since the PS1. They need to get this through their thick skull. Like, you have a lot of great ideas and you have a lot of great IPs, but man, the people that are running the show have no idea how to implement a lot of these ideas and no idea what they're doing, because this is so stupid. I mean, everything is going up in price. You raised the price for PlayStation Plus, which I don't have anymore, guys. If you didn't know, yeah, I don't have it because it's like I don't even play multiplayer games anymore. Not to mention, most of them aren't even good anyway. But even if they were, I don't feel like paying all that money just to, you know, get pissed off in an online thing half the time. So I don't have that. I don't have. Not gonna be doing that. You know, they're raising the price of all these consoles and stuff like that for just, you know, upgrades. Even the old existing ones, like they're just keep raising price. Raising pricing controllers. When do things go down? When do things come on sale? Like this generation, I can understand why people say it's the worst PlayStation generation, because it's just like, for every good thing you hear, you get that many more bad things, and it's frustrating because I see them easily can be doing really well, but no, they just don't, and it's just so anti-consumer. And the sad part is I still see people will be trying to defend this. Guys, you gotta get this through your head. I don't know why people want to defend these big ass companies. Like, these companies don't give a damn about you. You know, I like the games that happen to be made on them and stuff. I like people behind them that actually put in effort and soul to making these games, but I don't give a damn about these big companies because they will stab you in the back as soon as they see it viable. So at the end of the day, stop making excuses. Understand, you have the ultimate power to the consumer. You can vote with your wallet. Don't vote for your wallet for this crap, okay? There's no reason. In fact, I still see so many people still on their PS4 having a blast, and more power to them, because I don't blame them with that case. But at the end of the day, hopefully I got that through to you. I'm obviously not a big fan, and a lot of people aren't either. A lot of people are up in arms, and rightfully so. But as I always like to say, that is my opinion. I want to hear your guys' opinion. How do you feel about this announcement? Do you think Sony has lost their ever-loving mind, and what do you think they should do to just, I don't know, get a rebound? Because this is just a terrible look for them in the past few weeks. But that is going to be it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully I can see you guys back on the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you all later. Peace.